Welcome everyone. So in today's class, we are going to cover an important topic, that is AOD, application of derivatives. So in that, we'll begin with tangents and normals in today's class. So we'll begin with tangent and normals. We'll also discuss subtangents and subnormals. What are these and what are their lengths? So we'll try to discuss everything in this today's lecture. So in the tangent and normal, let us say this is the curve, right? Y equal to fx. This is, let us say, mark the point. This point is P. This point is T. So this PT is tangent and let us mark this x1, y1. So the line which is perpendicular to this line PT at the point P is the normal. Let us say this is PN. So this PT is the tangent and PN is the normal. So we talk about tangent and normal at a point, right? So here this point P is known as the point of contact. So tangent is drawn at the point P and the normal is drawn at the point P, right? Now, to find out the tangent and normal, we first of all find out the derivative at the point. So that is why we have taken a specific point x1, y1. So we can find out the slope of PT. So basically this slope of PT is nothing but equal to dy by dx at the point x1, y1. This is the slope, and since we know the point itself, we can easily find out the equation of PT, right? So what we can do is, we know y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So this is m, slope of the line. So this is dy by dx at x1, y1 into x minus x1. So this is equation of tangent. An equation of tangent at a particular point P, which is x1, y1. And to find out equation of normal, so again, this is a simple thing, that slope of the normal, we already know. If the slope of the tangent is, let us say, m1 and slope of normal is m2, since both of them are perpendicular, so m1 into m2 equals -1, right? Now we can just write down simply the equation of normal. The equation of normal is at the point P. Equation of normal will be again y minus y1 equals, now in place of this we will have -1 by dy by dx, of course at the point x1, y1 into x minus x1, because the point is same. The point P is common to both of them, just the slope is different. Both of them are perpendicular. So we can find out slope. With the slope, we can find out tangent and normal to any curve, right? It can be second degree curve, it can be any degree curve. So if once we know the slope and the point, we can easily find out the tangent and the normal. So this is the problem based on the tangent and normal. Find the equation of the normal to the curve x plus y equals x raised to the power y, where it cuts the x-axis. That is where the curve cuts the x-axis. So first of all, we have to find out the point where it cuts the x-axis. So where the curve cuts the x-axis. Simply, वहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, y equals 0. So put it in the curve. X equals 1. X equals 1, right? So x equals 1. This is the point. Now we have got the point. Now clearly we have to find out dy by dx, right? And for because for normal we'll do -1 upon dy by dx. So let us try to differentiate, but we cannot differentiate it directly. So we'll take log with base e. So log of x plus y equals y log x. Now differentiate. So this will be
1 by x plus y.
Yeah.
Into 1
And
plus
1 plus y dash
y
equals, now you will apply the product rule here,
by
y
x
dash log x plus y
plus
by
y.
x,
Also,
right?
it is
So yeah, this is correct. Now see, x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 0. So directly substitute. So this becomes 0, right? X is equal to 1, log 1 is 0. Simple. This is 0, this is 1. So you have got 1 plus y dash equals 0. Y dash equals minus 1 at the point 1 comma 0. Simple. This is the derivative. So it is slope of the tangent. But we have to find out slope of the normal. So slope of the normal is equal to minus 1 by y dash. So that is equal to 1. So clearly now we have y minus y1 equals slope times x minus x1. So you have got y equals x minus 1 as the answer, right? So this is the answer that we have got. Now let us try to move on to the next question based on this itself. So we have the question, the tangent at any point on the curve x equals a cos cube theta, y equals a sin cube theta. So this is given in the parametric form, meets the axis and in P and Q. So we have to find out the locus of midpoint of PQ. You can also have the options circle, parabola, hyperbola, or none of these. So first of all, we know how to find out derivative of this when this is given in parametric form. So dy by dx. We can say this is dy by d theta, dx by d theta. So I'll try to differentiate both of them with respect to theta. So this will be a into 3 sine square theta into cos theta. And the derivative of x, a into 3, this is cos square theta minus, we have this minus of sine theta, right? Now few things will get cancelled out as 3 and 3, a and a, right? So clearly we have this is equal to minus tan theta. This is the slope of the tangent, right? And we know the points. These are the points. So therefore we can write down equation of the tangent. So that will be y minus y1. So y minus a sine cube theta equals minus tan theta into x minus x1. So now what we can do is directly we have to find out the point P and Q. Let us say P is a point where it meets the x-axis. So y has to be 0. So y will be 0, right? So when y will be 0, let us say that point is x1. So x1 equals minus and minus, this will get cancelled out. So I can directly write down x1 equals sine cube theta a sine cube theta divided by tan theta, and this will be plus a cos cube theta, right? Now you can simplify this a little bit. तो यहाँ पे हमारे पास क्या आ जाएगा, a we can take out common. This is nothing but sine cube theta into cos theta divided by sin theta plus cos cube theta, right? This is the point x1. Let us try to simplify this further. So x1 यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा, sin square theta into cos theta. We can take cos theta also common. So a cos theta, and here we are left with sin square theta, and here it will be plus 1. So here we have got sin square theta plus 1 So there is cos square theta. So here it should be cos square theta. So the point we have got a cos theta. So the point P is a cos theta comma 0, and similarly you can go and you can get this point Q 0 comma a sin theta, and the midpoint becomes 0 plus this, so that is a by 2 cos theta and a by 2 sin theta. Clearly you can assume this to be equal to not h, or directly you can take is equal to x equal to y. So this is nothing but 2x by a square plus 2y by a square equals 1, because from this we have found the value of cos theta, from this we have found the value of sin theta. So we can substitute cos theta, and because we know cos square theta plus sin square theta equals 1, so this is the equation, and clearly this is x square plus y square equals a square by 4, and this is equation of the circle. So the answer should be circle. If the normal to the curve x raised to the power 2 by 3 plus y raised to the power 2 by 3 makes an angle phi with the axis of x, show that its equation is, so basically we have to find out the equation of this normal. So in this one, if you try to see, this is x raised to the power 2 by 3 and y raised to the power 2 by 3. So the parametric is somewhat in the form of the previous question, that we can assume x to be, let us say, a cos cube theta and y equals a sin cube theta. Now when we found out the derivative in the last example, that was minus tan theta, right? Now this minus tan theta is the slope of the tangent. Now we have to find out the slope of the normal. So clearly it is minus of 1 upon minus tan theta, that is nothing but equal to cot theta. Now this cot theta is the slope of the normal, and according to the question it is given to be equal to tan phi, right? So now we have a relation between theta and phi. You can say that this theta, if you write down, is pi by 2 minus phi, right? So theta equals pi by 2 minus phi. So cot of pi by 2 minus phi is tan phi. So basically this x, now you can replace theta with pi by 2 minus phi. So this becomes sin theta. So now the x, or the point in consideration according to this angle phi, has now become x equals a sin q phi. Now this is the point that we were looking for. Y equals a cos q phi, right? Now we have to find out equation of the normal. Now we have the slope and we have the line. So y minus y1 equals slope times x minus x1, that is a sin cube phi. Now what we can do is, see, sin phi by cos phi you can multiply to get this. This is y cos phi, and here it will be minus a cos raised to the power 4 phi. This becomes x sin phi and minus a sin phi raised to the power 4. You can rearrange this. Y cos phi minus x sin phi. This becomes, you can take this on this side. So a times minus sin raised to the power 4. You can apply the formula a square minus b square. So this a square plus b square will be nothing but 1. So a, here we can write down cos square phi plus sine square phi into a minus b. So I can write down into a minus b. So a plus b into a minus b we have written. This is 1. This is cos 2 phi. So a times cos 2 phi. So this was we needed to prove, right? This is how we can prove this.